guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Iran, new threat. 2,000 missiles at once. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on with this one here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Alright, so this is some, another ball game here. Iran is still around, and this time they're talking about 2,000 missiles. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on with this news. Iran is accelerating its missile production with the stated goal of being able to fire 2,000 missiles at once in any future confrontation with the Holy Land, aiming to overwhelm the country's advanced defense system, according to a report by the New York Times. 2,000 missiles at once. And a lot of those missiles will hit a lot of territories out there in the Holy Land. Now, the ambition marks a sharp escalation from June's 12-day war, when Persia launched roughly 500 missiles in retaliation for the Holy Land strikes on its critical infrastructure, military bases, and nuclear facilities. Officials have reportedly said missiles factories are operating around the clock to achieve their larger scale capability. Wow. So right now they're getting a whole bunch of missiles. And it's not over. It's not over. I know Donald gave the green light to the military to drop the bunker busters on Iran nuclear facility. They also fired Tomahawk missiles. Alright, it says here, Iran's expanding missile program underscores the growing volatility in the Mideast. If Tehran, once again Iran capital, reaches its target's capacity, Holy Land multi-layer missile defenses could face unprecedented pressure. So I assume they're talking about the Iron Dome. Now, the buildup occurs amid a tense stallment over Iran's nuclear program and the U.S. commander maximum pressure strategy. Earlier this year, the Holy Land surprise strike on Persia sparked a 12-day conflict that concluded with U.S. strikes on Persian nuclear sites and a U.S. brokered cease plan. While the war temporarily paused hostilities, it left both sides poised for renewed confrontation. Tehran's accelerated missile production and ongoing nuclear activity suggest that any future clash could exceed the scale of previous exchange, raising the risk of rapid escalation across the region. And we've seen that. We've seen something like, again, well, it was under Joe administration, but they did fire a whole bunch of missiles, a lot of it. And then when Donald came into the spotlight, they were still doing the same thing. But Donald, again, he's not Joe. He sent a message, a strong message. He dropped a bunker buster on them. On Sunday, the New York Times reported that Persia has shifted towards mass strike readiness. Wow. So that's some serious stuff there, guys. So they're already active right now. They're already locked and loaded. Mass strike readiness. With missile factories reportedly operating 24 hours a day to reach the explicit goal of being able to launch 2,000 missiles simultaneously. So, Ali, director of the Iran project at the International Crisis Group, told the New York Times that Tehran hopes to overwhelm Holy Land defenses in a future confrontation, rather than repeating the more limited response seen in June. All right, so they're just getting ready for future biblical war. 2,000 missiles per day. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's dropping the hammer on the Holy Land. Now, this push comes amid a broader context of regional isolation and strategic recalibration. And according to the report, Iran is more isolated from the West than it has been in decades. Competing regional Arab powers, including Saudi, Egypt, and the UAE, have increased influence in Washington, and with Donald leveraging both economic ties and cooperation on regional conflicts, including attempts to mediate the Gaza war. It says here you have Syria new president is set to visit D.C. Well, right now he's in the White House. If I'm not mistaken, I think the new president of Syria, he's in the White House right now, seeking U.S. support. Okay. Under the previous Assad gov, Syria had been a key Iranian strategic ally. An erosion of influence in key regional capitals appears to be reinforcing Tehran's focus on self-reliance, missile buildup, and nuclear expansion as a hedge against reduced diplomatic leverage. Now, once again, the Holy Land perspective reflects the urgency these developments create. The Holy Land officials view Persia, Iran, nuclear and missile advances as existential threat, although the Holy Land June offensive was halted under U.S. pressure. Officials reportedly considered the work unfinished and see no barrier to resuming strike if Persia continues advancing its nuclear and missile programs. Nuclear inspection. Give me a second here, guys. In related news, on Monday, Persia Foreign Ministry confirmed that the UN inspectors had visited its nuclear sites a week after the International Atomic Energy Agency urged Tehran to seriously improve cooperation to avoid escalating tensions with the West. The agency has conducted roughly a dozen inspections since June, but reported last week that it had been denied access to facilities including Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. Now, these are the regions that got hit. That's where Donald gave the green light to drop the bunker busters, 1, 2, and 3, the nuclear facilities, all of which were targeted by a U.S. strike. And I still remember that day. We all remember that day. Donald is the one that announced it on his Truth Social platform. As long as we are NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty, members, we will abide by our commitments. Inspectors visited several facilities, including the Tehran Research Reactor, said Persia's foreign ministry spokesperson, without specifying the other sites, underscoring Persia's cautious approach to international oversight. Director of the Persian project at the International Crisis Group, Ali told the NYT if there is another war, they hope to fire 2,000 missiles at once to overwhelm the Holy Land defenses, not 500 over 12 days, as they did in June. But here's the thing, too. You do have, like, the U.S. warship out there, and you do have some allies out there that is also helping to take out these missiles. But 2,000 a day, that's going to be creepy. That's like a whole different ball game there. Persia Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail said on Monday, our consistent expectation from the IAEA and its Director General is to act strictly within their technical mandate and avoid speculation. We continue to urge the agency to base its assessment on professional and verifiable facts rather than political assumptions. Now, what happens next? Well, the current lull and hostilities may be more strategic than permanent, offering a brief window for both sides to reassess and recalibrate. Future confrontation could unfold quickly, testing regional alliances and the patience of global powers, including Washington, where Donald's approach to negotiations with Tehran could prove decisive. How Persia and Holy Land choose to maneuver in this tense environment will likely shape not only the immediate security landscape, but also the broader trajectory of Mid-East diplomacy for years to come. All right. So once again, that's the latest breaking news there. I want to show you some more stuff, but once again, Iran's new warning: 2,000 missiles at once. All right, so that's one of their biggest warning out there. Now I want to bring you, let me just refresh this page really quick here. There is a picture here of the, I don't know why they have okay, so that's kind of strange. So Syrian leader meets Donald at the White House. All right, so he's out there now. This is the new leader of Syria. He's here in America. All right, so the new leader of Syria met U.S. Commander-in-Chief at the White House on Monday for unprecedented talks just days after Washington removed him. Removed him from, look at this. Now, the president of Syria arrived at the White House. The meeting between the Donald and this new president has also started, the White House said in a statement. That's the only picture we're going to get? Give me a second here, guys. Let me go on X really quick. Let me refresh the page. Usually there's like videos of the car being pulled up in front of the White House, and then you got all these reporters and taking pictures and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing anything else here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else here. We do have some breaking news. This is going to be off topic. There is a travel advisory update for U.S. citizens. Something went down in India, and I want to bring this up really quick here. So, on November 10th, a car, boom, near the Lal Killa, the Red Fort metro station in central Delhi, India, with local media reporting multiple casualties. While the cause of the explosion is unknown at this time, the Gov of India has placed several Indian states on high alert. An update for U.S. citizens when it comes to travel advisory, and be aware, be alert, be safe, and again, so this is some serious stuff that's going on right now, guys. So I'm gonna end it here. I got another video coming up. It's gonna be over at the Real GS News. So make sure you check out the videos over my third channel. I've been posting videos left and right. But thank you again for your support. And yeah, I will keep you updated when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.